Good afternoon, folks. Scott with Umber Outdoors, and we got a little project going today. We're building a baseball pitching mound for my grandson for the backyard. We're using treated. I'm going to go over what the structure is. These runners are a 2x10, 12 foot long. And what I've done, I only use two of them. I come in 2 foot to right there. And then on the other end, I come in 2 foot and I diagonaled across from this 2 foot up to that 2 foot. So that gives me two pieces identical. So I basically cut that right there, and then the top of that is flipped over, and that's the other side. So I only use two 12 foot 2x10s. Now the overall length of this mound is going to be 10 foot because we come in 2 foot, and that's where we cut our angle to. And we come in 2 foot down here and measure down. All right, so what we did, we cut 4 foot 5/4 boards we're going to put on top of it, and then we're going to do some bracing on the bottom side with some 2x4s. This is 16 inches, that's 16 inches, that's about 9.5 or 9.75, I think it is. I put more emphasis on the center because that's where you're going to be landing most of the time. So I got those a little closer together. We're going to put a couple extra braces there. But on the end, 16, 9.5, I think is what it is. You can figure the math up. But anyway, it's 4 foot wide. And I know that's 16 and that's 16. But anyway, we're going to get this thing together. And then I took my hitting mat that I had here in the barn, and I've cut it into, this is going to be my hitting station, and then this is, I'm going to clean this up real good with a pressure washer, and this is going to be the turf on the top of that 5/4 board. And then this is my granddaughter's softball, and I've got 2 rubber mats under this, stall mats from like Tractor Supply. You can actually see where it's kind of got a little bump there. So we're going to put that in the backyard for her to pitch her softball, and that's her power line on that. So anyway, 5/4 boards, and we're going to, as we go along, we'll show a few more of these and see what it looks like when we get done. Right, update number 2. I got it up off the ground so I could breathe. Set it on the back of my truck, and what I done was down the middle, I put more braces down the middle to keep that really sturdy. Now down here, I come all the way down to where this was on the bottom. Okay, I don't really need as much help on the top as I do the bottom to keep those from spreading out. Same thing here, same thing there. I brought it all the way down to where the taper was 3.5 inches, so it matches the 2x4. Up here, I put them on the bottom as well. In the back, I put them on the bottom. Now we got to go back and put the deck boards on top of it, and then put us some turf on, and we're going to be set. It's coming along real nice. I'm about 45 minutes into this little build, so it doesn't take a long time. I think I spent $152 on lumber and screws, and I've got my carpet. So, and it's going to be 4 foot wide instead of some of these little dinky 30-inch ones. So it'll be a big mound. All right, guys, we about got it floored. One thing I wanted to show you though, anytime you're putting deck boards down, make sure these are going down like that, like a crown. Okay, if you do them the other way, the edges of the boards will try to pull up this way. This way, it keeps it from doing that as bad. But every one of those are turned down. Got to put a few more screws in and then put some turf on it. All right, guys, here we go. Now I'm not going to put my turf all the way down because it's about, my turf's about 6 foot, so I'm going to take some landscaping nails and let this lay over the edge, and then drive landscaping nails down through that so it's not glued to the wood or stuck to the wood. The landscaping nails will hold it in place. But this is a real heavy turf. It's like a, I don't know, it's the kind that you put the fill in. But anyway, all in all, it took 21 8 foot 3/4, or I'm sorry, 5/4, 8 foot 5/4 boards. Took 21 of those. I think those were like maybe $6 a piece. It took two 2x10 12-foot longs, and I want to say they were like 20 something bucks a piece. And then I did buy 3 2x4s, but I only used 2 of them, and I used the 2x4s for the bracing. So I bought 2 8-foot 2x4s, and I think they were like $8 a piece. All this was treated wood. And then I bought 3.5-inch screws for the bracing and the frame, and I bought 2-inch screws for the decking, the 5/4 decking. And all in all, if you take those 2 boards away that I didn't use, you could have spent like $140 on the materials if you've got some turf laying around, or even if you had to go buy turf and it's 50 or 75 bucks, you're still somewhere around 200 bucks in this right here. And it's 10 foot long, plenty of room. We're going to get us a rubber to put up here, a pitching rubber to put up here, and that should be good. He's going into the 9th grade. That should do him till his 12th grade year, so he'll have a place to throw in the backyard. Anyway, just thought y'all might like the journey of my Indestructible turf mound from treated wood. Y'all have a good day. Here's our home plate. We're gonna have a net behind it. Then we come out here and we got our granddaughter's 43-foot pitching. I gotta put some, I'm gonna get those mats. You go and install horse mats, stall mats from Tractor Supply. I'm gonna put 2 of those under this. And then back here at 60 foot 6 inches is the mound we just built. And it looks nice. We just put a piece of 5/4 down for our rubber. But it turned out good, because we just left the grass like it is around everything. And we could put screws in it to hold it down, but that 5/4 board's holding it in the middle. If we ever need to change it, it'll be easy to change. But that is a 4 foot by 10 foot. And once we get our net up, he's got a place to work on pitching.